Hello everyone. In this video we will be learning about magnetization and magnetic intensity. And to understand this, I have drawn a solenoid over here. So this is a solenoid having N as the total number of turns, L as its length, and I is the current flowing through it. Now small n can be written as N upon L, that is number of turns per unit length, and I have already stated I is the current flowing through it. In the previous videos, we have drawn the magnetic field pattern because of the current flowing through it, and the pattern is like this. It is almost like this, and we have also written that the magnetic field inside the solenoid will be equal to N mu naught I. This is the strength of the magnetic field inside, and that too only in the middle portion, N mu naught I, right? Because at the ends, you know, it is half of what I have shown over here. It is N mu naught I by 2. At the ends, it is only in the middle region that it is uniform, and it is given by N mu naught I. Now this type of solenoid is an air core solenoid because the interior has air inside. Now, if we replace air by a soft iron rod, which I am drawing by red color. So let us say this is a soft iron rod. So now we have core which is made up of soft iron. So this is an iron core solenoid. Now, whenever you will place an iron rod inside it, you will find that the magnetic field inside the solenoid will increase. And it will increase means more number of magnetic field lines will start passing through it. Those which were not crossing through it earlier will now start passing through it. So the magnetic field inside the solenoid will increase. And in this video, we want to understand how much is the increase in the magnetic field due to this, and what is the net magnetic field now. And therefore, we will write down the expression as B net has increased, and how much is it equal to? It is equal to B naught, that is the magnetic field when there was air inside it, plus B extra, the extra magnetic field due to the presence of the core. So this is the final expression, and we want to find out how much is B net and how much is this B extra. We already know how much is B naught. It is N mu naught I. So I am just erasing this, and we will now understand how to find out B extra. Now, we can write it as B net is equal to, substituting for B naught, I will write down N mu naught I plus. Now this B extra is equal to mu naught into M, and this is the term that we have to understand what is it. Fine. Now mu naught is the permeability of free space or air, vacuum you can say. Then M is the magnetization. Magnetization. So what is magnetization? It is the number of magnetic moments. Number of magnetic moments developed per unit volume. The magnetic moments developed inside the material per unit volume. So, if you really want to understand this case, you can take the help of electrostatics. Fine. And in previous videos, you have also learned that magnetization and magnetism has certain things which go parallel with electrostatics. There is some change in the terminology. So, here also we can compare it with this situation when you had electric field and you had a dielectric slab placed between the two plates. Now, if this is a dielectric, you must remember that the field outside is, let us say, E naught. But because of the presence of this field, there was an electric field developed inside the dielectric here because of the polarization of the atoms. The polarization of the atoms. There was a stretching of the atoms and the negative charge came over to this side, then positive, then negative, positive, negative, positive, and then negative and positive. So ultimately on this side we had negative charge and on this side we had a positive charge, which was not equal to this positive and negative because it depends upon the property of the medium, how much polarization can happen. So the same thing which you have learned in electrostatics as polarization of a dielectric slab, here in magnetism we are learning about magnetization. There the symbol was P, polarization, and here the symbol is M, magnetization. Magnetization is the magnetic moment developed in the material, the magnetic moment developed in the material per unit volume or the sample whichever is given to us. Clear? So now magnetic moment is equal to NIA. So the unit is equal to ampere meter square and volume has unit equal to meter cube. Therefore M, the magnetization, has unit equal to ampere upon meter. So when you will place a sample inside this solenoid, how many magnetic moments will be developed inside, how much magnetic moment will be developed in the material inside it per unit volume will make an increase in the net magnetic field inside. So if more magnetic moments are developed per unit volume, then this factor will be more and hence B net will be more because this factor is almost constant. It depends only on the value of current, right? Then I can write it like this. I have already told you the unit, so I am erasing this. Unit of M is ampere per meter. Now we can write down B net as N mu naught I and this. So you take mu naught common, it becomes N into I plus N. Okay. Now this factor N into I, the number of turns per unit length into the current, is given another name H. And it is the symbol H and the name of the symbol is magnetic intensity. Magnetic intensity. Okay. So this was the number of turn per unit length. Hence number has no unit and per unit length has a unit equal to meter. So 1 upon meter. I has unit equal to A. So this becomes ampere upon meter. The unit was M. The unit of M was also ampere upon meter. So we are adding two things of the same unit. Now B net is equal to mu naught Ni plus M. And we have replaced Ni by H, giving it an other name. So B net therefore is equal to mu naught H plus M. H plus M. Fine. Now further, this M, that is how much magnetic moment will be developed inside the sample, depends on two things. One is the intrinsic property of the material, that is how many magnetic moments can it develop, and then there is an external factor which is the current outside. How much is the current flowing? If we increase the value of current, we can make the magnetic moments inside the material more number of magnetic moments to align themselves in the direction of magnetic field. So M depends upon two factors. One, the intrinsic property of the material, that is how much magnetic moment can it develop inside it. It also depends upon an external factor I. If more is the current, more will be the value of M, and that also has to be considered. Therefore, I will write M is equal to M to be proportional to H, which is the external factor which further depends on I. And removing this proportionality, I can write down M is equal to chi into H, where chi is the constant of proportionality. It is also known as magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility. Fine. So this is how you have changed your expression, and now what we have with us is B net equal to mu naught H plus chi H, which further can be written as mu naught H can be taken as common. So we have 1 plus chi inside, and further 1 plus chi is given another name, mu R. It is known as relative permeability. Relative permeability. So further we have our expression as this. We have our expression B net is equal to mu naught into mu R into H. So this is the final expression for your B net, which means that, see, initially H was N into I and this was mu naught. So initially when it was an air core solenoid, B net was equal to mu naught Ni. But because of the presence of that material, that is a soft iron core that you have introduced inside it, there is an extra factor which is multiplying by this, which is mu R. So if mu R is quite large, then B net will be quite high as compared to its previous value. So this is how the presence of a material impacts the net magnetic field inside. Now we will be doing one question which is given in your NCERT just now, so that you can understand the concept and you can also apply it. Fine. So the question is that it is an NCERT solved example, and I am doing it here. It says that you have a solenoid and 2 ampere current is flowing through it. It further says that the relative permeability of a material that is kept inside it, there is a material which is kept inside it, that material has a relative permeability equal to 400. Because it is relative, it will have no unit. So it is 400. Now it asks you three things. One, what is the value of H? It is also given that the number of turns per unit length is 1000 per meter. This is given in the question. So it is asking you what is the value of H, then what is the value of M, what is the value of magnetic field, these three things. And there is another question associated with it, that is what is the current of magnetization, and we will be doing it one by one. Fine. So I will just give you an idea how to solve it, and then you can solve it further on your own. So H we have just now understood is equal to N into I. N has been given to you as 1000, current is 2, so you can get the value of H. Then further, in order to find out M you have just now learned is equal to chi into H, and H you have calculated from here, so you can substitute the value whatever you will derive from here to here. And chi, you know, we just now derived that 1 plus chi is equal to the relative permeability. Now it means that if you want to find chi, so it will be mu r minus 1. Now relative permeability is 400. So 400 minus 1 will be 399. So 399 multiplied by whatever value you get here, you can also do it. It is very simple. N is 1000 and I is 2. So the answer will be 2000. Here you can multiply 399 by 2000 and you will get some answer. That will be the value of M. After M, you have to find out how much is B. Now B, you know, is mu naught into mu r into H. So what we have to do, mu naught we all know is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Mu r is 400, it is given to us, and H is the magnetic intensity, and the value is 2000, so you will multiply it by 2000. So this will be the value of magnetic field inside the solenoid because of the presence of this factor. So this is very simple to do. Now the second part is how to find out current of magnetization and what do we really mean by it. So what he wants to ask you is that if you do not have this core inside, let us say you remove this core, Okay, so you have an air core solenoid. Again an air core solenoid. Now in the air core solenoid, he wants to say, if you want to retain the same magnetic field which you are getting here, then how much current should be increased here so as to get the same value if you have removed the material, because it was the material only that was giving you an extra factor of newer, and you were getting a high amount of magnetic field. But if the material is not there, we will have to increase the current to get the same value of magnetic field inside. So how much should be that current? That is IM, current IM, and you can write it like this. B initially in this situation is N mu naught I. Now I was 2 ampere, that was already flowing. You want to find out how much extra current should be flown, so that is IM. So what you will do, you will substitute the value of B from here. N you already know, mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. I is 2 ampere, and you are only left with the value IM. And you will find out that the value of IM will be somewhere around 800, somewhere. I have not calculated, it is approximately that I have written over here, which means that with the presence of that material, you were flowing only 2 amperes of current through the solenoid and getting a huge amount of magnetic field. But in order to get the same magnetic field without this material, you will have to flow much more current, that is somewhere around 800 amperes of current. Only then you will get the magnetic field inside it. So this is how the presence of a magnetic material benefits and we get a larger amount of magnetic field inside the solenoid. Thank you. And in the next video, we'll be learning about different type of magnetic materials. Thank you.